Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'll be reacting to 5 Seconds of Summer's latest album. I am hella late on this game. I am when did this album come out? 2022, I think. So I'm 2 years late. I'm actually completely late on this band altogether. Since I have been trying to branch out and listen to other artists and bands besides just Taylor Swift, 5 Seconds of Summer has been one of those bands for me, and I became a fan of them so fast within these past few weeks, so much so that I am devastated that I did not get into their music when they first started. I always knew about them, but I never really delved into any of their music, and I regret it so bad. I feel like I've missed out on them all these years because I have absolutely fallen in love with them. Their music is just so good. I love how they started off as a pop punk band, but then branched out into this whole other genre that's more specifically just rock. I have listened to all their albums up till now besides their latest album because I wanted to save it and do a reaction of it. Even though this album came out 2 years ago, I want to react to it because I regret so badly not reacting to their album Calm, because that has become one of my favorite albums of all time. Not even kidding. I love that album so much, and I wish I had filmed a reaction to it because I had such a reaction to that album. Some of my favorite songs by them are on that album, that being Teeth, No Shame, Wildflower. Wildflower might be one of my favorite songs of all time. That's such a huge statement. It's probably one of my favorite songs of all time, we'll say that, but oh my god, I love that song so much. I had such a reaction to that song, and I wish I had filmed it. It's gonna be one of my regrets, but we're here now. We're gonna film my reaction to their latest album. I've been putting off listening to it because I wanted to react to it on video, so that's what we're gonna do. So even though this album came out 2 years ago, I hope you guys still enjoy this video and are still into it, and let's just see how it goes. Let's get started. The first track is Complete Mess. I hear birds. Lovely. Oh, there's the drop. I gotta pull this a closer. Yes, down for it. So good. That's I've gotten to know each of the band members since I've gotten into this band, and that sounded like Callum, the bassist of this band, so I think that was him. I wonder, are they switching up lead singers? Ooh, I love when they do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. Ooh. You know what? This is so ethereal. So much so. Oh my god. Okay, whose voice is that? Yeah, I think more than one of them are singing here. I love it. In love. Oh my god. Beautiful. Already that sounds even different from what they've put out in the past. I think it's the closest to their latest album, but I can still hear a bit of difference there. I feel like their last album was more like harder rock. This feels more lighter. But I mean, this is only the first track on the album, so we could get into some more harder stuff down the line, but already I can like tell what the tone of this album is, and it feels like lighter sounding, and I love that. I loved how it was clearly not just Luke, the lead singer, singing all the way through. I'm pretty sure I heard Callum, and I might have heard, I can't really distinguish the voices between Michael and oh god, Ashton. I can't really distinguish their voices yet, so I think either one of them was also singing, or maybe all four of them were singing on that and I just didn't realize, but I could tell the difference in vocals, which is awesome. So yeah, great start. I just realized there's 19 tracks, so I'm not gonna try to not talk too much. Let's move right on to track 2. Ooh, I hear synths. I'm a sucker for synths. Ooh, is this gonna be sad? Mm. Oh, this is gonna be a heart-wrenching, is it? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh. Yes. Same as the last track. Like I said, this feels more lighter sounding, and I'm down for that. I love hard rock too, but I love this kind of like I said in the last track, ethereal sounding sound that's going on right here. Yeah, these lyrics, man. Thank you for just ripping my heart out. This is so beautiful. Oh god, I love it. I've never heard a lot of acoustic guitar on their albums. Maybe there was some a little bit, just a little bit on some of the tracks on like their first two albums, but I haven't. Maybe, you know what, Amnesia has an acoustic guitar. That's what I'm thinking of. But a lot of their songs don't have acoustic guitar. It's mainly electric, and there's a lot of acoustic guitar in here, and I'm down for that. I'm down for like more of a change in their sound than we heard before. Like, yes. Introduce some new instruments. So awesome. God. If those vocals just take off. Okay. That's my number one so far, but it's only the second track, so I might love others more. But so far, that is my favorite song. Oh my god. I loved it. I love that outro too, how the vocals just like took off and faded out, and how the synths just like swelled, and oh my god. Production. That's what that is. It is production. I can also tell the lyrics were pretty sad. I think it's about what I gathered. It's about not feeling good enough for your partner. Just feeling really like negative about the relationship and just like not feeling enough for them, which is so sad. So that one brought out the heartstrings. It like hurt my soul because the lyrics. Oh my gosh, they can have some sad songs. I've come to find out like they're a really fun band. They have a lot of like really pumped up fun songs, but oh my god, they have some sad ones too, for sure. Okay, the next song is called Bad Omens, and I've heard a lot about this song. I think it was one of their singles off this album, actually. That's probably why, but I've heard a lot of good things about this one, so I have high hopes for it. Let's get into it. Ooh, what is this sound? Y'all ever have deja vu? I feel like I'm having deja vu right now. I don't know. I'm like, have I heard this song before? I don't know. It's one of those moments, you know? It's a glitch. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Vocals! I love his voice so much. Oh. Oh. It's another sad song, of course. What is this? This is incredible. My god. My feelings are coming out. You hear those, their voices coming in the background? I love when they do that. When they harmonize. The background vocals, yes! Don't tell me this is gonna be straight up like sad album.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Come on, we need something happy. It's nothing that I don't already know. It's nothing that I don't already know. Oh my god. It's like the last album was also sad. There was a lot of like really breakup songs, and there I feel like the relationship that was being portrayed in that album was one that was toxic. Like a lot of the songs they portrayed the partner as a very toxic person. And so that one was more like frustrating breakup songs. It had more of like a frustrating feel. So far this breakup songs on here are just straight up sad, and it really that breaks my heart. It's nothing that I don't already know. It's like, yeah, because in the last album, you know, the narrator was also speaking that they have been dumped before, they've been through this before. Like, that breaks my heart, oh my god. That what is it called? I don't know drum language. The tinny thing. This is heartbreaking. Oh my god. It's just swelling. This is a spiritual experience I'm having right here. Oh, the voices. The voices. Oh god, oh god. Okay, I have tears in my eyes. Don't cry. That was gorgeous. Okay, that one's my favorite so far. What if after every song I'm like, oh no, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite now. I mean, like, so many of their songs are just so good, and that was no exception. That was incredible. No wonder I hear a lot about this song in the, I guess, the fandom. Like, the song is so good. Another sad one, though, so that kind of, like, brings me down. But, my god, the way they can do outros. So far, the outros on this album have been amazing. The way the music and the production just swells in that outro, and the way the boys, all their voices just come together in the background, like, gorgeous song. Oh my god. I think this one has a music video, and if it does, I need to watch it because I want to see this song as a music video. Gotta see it. Okay, moving on. I know the next one has been a single. It's Me, Myself, and I, so maybe I've heard this one before because I think this is the lead single off this album, so it's possible I have heard this song before and not realized it was 5 Seconds of Summer. We'll see if I recognize it. Okay, let's go. Ooh, the electric guitar is back.
I guess I got what I wanted. I never knew what
Yeah, I think I've heard this song. Yeah, I've heard this song before. I don't know where. It's probably been like out in public. I probably heard it at work. Maybe that's could be it. Yeah, it's a good one. It's good. The sad songs just don't stop. Stop it. Stop messing with my emotions. Isn't that just a devastating realization when you push people away so much, and it's like when you need them, you've already pushed them away too much that like they're all gone. I feel like that's what I'm taking from this song. It's like it's just me, myself, and I. Like I'm all I have now because of my actions. Devastating. And it's such a realistic like scenario too. It's like when I really pay attention to the lyrics, oh my god. I hate this. God, that one, I'm sick of the sad songs. Give us something happy, please. I don't want to feel this way. But oh my gosh, like I said, such a realistic scenario based off these lyrics. It's like your actions have consequences and they can push people away and you'll be all alone, and it happens, and it really like breaks my heart that like either of the boys, if this is coming from their experiences, have felt this way. That's really sad. And especially I feel like when you're as famous as this band is, like it's so easy to push people away because you get kind of an ego, and their song No Shame actually goes over that, how they feel like their egos have gotten so big off of being famous. And I feel like this song is like a follow-up to that song, where now they're like, I've like gotten so arrogant that I've pushed my loved ones away and like made them not want to be around me. That's kind of what I'm taking from this song. I could be like wrong on my observations, but I feel like that song and No Shame are really connected lyrically, in theme, and I love that. But man, even I can relate to this song because I've done things where like I push people away, not because I've like, I don't think because I've done things that are like despicable and like act in a way where they don't want to be around me. I've pushed people away because I just like want to be alone and not be around anyone, so I just isolate myself because that's like what I need at the moment. But after I've done that for so long, I eventually want to be around people again, but then like it's hard to reach out to people because I'm like, well, what if they don't want to be around me anymore because I pushed them away for so long? So I end up like not reaching out. So I've been through something like similar to this for sure. It's a very sad and realistic scenario, and brought out those emotions in me. I loved it. The sound of it was great too, but I especially love the lyrics. I love the theme of this song. Moving on. Okay, the next one is called Take My Hand, Joshua Tree version. Okay, interesting title. Let's get into it. Very soft start. Okay. I feel my ego when I talk. Also another follow-up to No Shame. I feel like that's gonna be maybe the theme of this album now. It's just like expanding on No Shame. Interesting. He could read me a grocery list, Luke Hemmings, and I would just like be in awe. His voice is so good. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Will there be a track on this album that doesn't bring tears to my eyes? I don't understand how every single song of theirs is so good. Like, they put crack into these songs. Like, that's how it makes me feel. Oh my god. Oh, so pretty. I love that, I don't know if that's the other boys, but that really like distorted sound in the background there with the vocals. Ooh. I treat my mind like an ashtray. Interesting. Oh, oh, these lyrics. I forgot every birthday. It's like another song about just pushing your loved ones away.
Okay, I usually don't correct myself during a reaction because I want the reaction to stay true to how it was, but I am going to correct myself here because I feel strongly about this. I take back what I said. I don't think this lyric is about pushing others away because you forgot their birthdays. I take this lyric now as the narrator saying that he has forgotten all his previous birthdays because time has been such a blur for him, like he's been out of it. And I do think this song is more of an introspective look on yourself and realizing that you've been too hard on yourself, too mean to yourself, and now you're reaching out to yourself being like, take my hand and never let go, meaning that you want to help yourself. And I love that meaning so much more than what I initially perceived it as, because God, this meaning, the theme of this song really applies to me so much, and I feel such a connection to it, and this is definitely one of my absolute favorite tracks on this album.
Oh. Take my hand and don't ever let go. It's like the growth. He's like, I know I've done wrong, but like, I'm here now. I'm here for you. Just come back to me. Take my hand and don't let go. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love how each track so far, it's like we're painting a story here. It's like all these songs they've been talking about how their ego has gotten so big and like they've realized, you know, I've made mistakes now. I've been pushing people away because I've been so like on my high horse, and now they're like, I'm ready to like make it right. I want you to come back to me, be back in my life. I'm sorry I've acted this way. Oh my god. Storytelling on this album. I love it. Ooh. The distortion on those vocals. Is it just gonna fade out? Oh my god. Speechless. Speechless.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
It's like I thought Calm was my favorite album. I'm not finished with this album yet, so I can't say for sure, but this album might be, I want to say, just as good so far as Calm. The production, like, I love the lighter feeling. I can't believe we're, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks in, and not a single one of these tracks has been a downer. These have all been incredible tracks. If they keep up this momentum, this might be one of my favorite albums of all time. We just gotta see. Let's keep going. The next song is Carousel. Ooh, we got a little piano. Ooh. I'm gonna have that reaction just like every single track. I'm like, ah, when it starts. It's just, their intros are really good. Okay, that's a different voice. I think that's Callum again. That's Luke. See, I can tell the difference between Luke and Callum's voices, but Michael and Ashton, I'm like, oh, it's up in the air. I don't know. The sound of this album, I was just thinking, just makes me feel like I'm floating on a cloud with the sound, which is like a completely different feeling that I've gotten from any other albums. This is, oh, sonically just so different. How did they keep finding a different sound for each album. It's incredible. Oh my god. The talent. The versatility. Oh my god. Oh, ho, ho, there we go. Oh. Great chorus. I always love songs where it builds. That's why I like Wildflower by them so much, because that entire song, there's so many like slow parts and then it builds and it goes slow again and then it builds. I am a sucker for songs like that, and that has this so far. My whole life's just a carousel spinning around. Once again, we're covering how out of control the narrator feels about their life and their situation and all they've done wrong and like regretting it. And it's again on this track. Oh my god, these poor guys, if they're really going through any of this that they're talking about, my god. I feel for them. Oh, see, I'm paying to the lyrics even more. Oh, yes. Yes. Full band moment. We got guitars, we got drums. We're going all out. Yes. Oh, do you hear those drums? Like this? I don't know how to drum. It's just bass one and hearing. I think he's doing it at the same time. Oh, see, and then it's getting soft again. Ooh. Sing, boy! That voice! Let it out! Yeah. Oh. Do you hear the pain? Do you hear the pain in his voice? The sadness. Oh. Ooh. I have tears in my eyes again. It's because you could hear the sadness. You could hear the sadness in his voice. How it just got all... He sounded so somber and... Oh, the emotion, it really came out right there. I mean, I can just like hear the growth off of this album. I feel like these guys are being so self-reflective, which is not always easy to do. I am aware of some of the I think I'll talk about this at the end of the video because it's like a long thing, but I am aware of some of the controversies that they've been in, and it really shows how much like they've grown since then. I might talk about that more later because that's a whole long thing. But man, you can just hear the growth personally with them in this album based on the themes. It's incredible. Okay, next song, it's Older featuring Sierra Deaton, and I don't know who that is. So this gonna be a new voice for me. Already, this is gonna be sad. I don't want to get older too. Gosh darn it. Oh, where are the happy songs? Stop doing this to me. There has not been one single happy song on this album so far. Oh my god. I love the piano. They don't always do a lot of piano. It's very different. This song is absolutely different from anything they've ever done, based on what I've heard thus far. It is like, it has a jazzy feel to it. I can't remember a song of theirs where they've ever done like piano that is so present in the track. This is so different. Oh my god. And it works so well, especially with Luke's voice. I mean, it works so well. She has a lovely voice. I love it. That was beautiful. Loved that. Like I said, that's completely different from anything they've ever done. I feel like that had more of a jazz sound to it. Like, this is the type of song you can expect to hear at a quiet bar at like 10 o'clock at like a very mom and pop bar that's like very small, not that well known. That's a very specific description, but you know what I mean. It just has that very like quiet feel to it. It was gorgeous. Definitely the softest sounding song on this album so far, but I like mellow songs like that every once in a while. I wouldn't say it's particularly like a ballad, but it's just very mellow and just like peaceful. I liked it. Not my favorite one, I would say. I don't feel like it like completely like wowed me like these other songs have, but I still really, really enjoyed that. It is definitely a vibe. All right, next one is called Haze. All right, this one's hitting a little harder. We're back to that energy. The punch to it, yes. Do I hear it? It sounds like a distorted saxophone. Huh. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard a sound like that in any song ever. That's very interesting. Ooh. Oh, okay. See, I was really trying to like pay attention to the lyrics right there. I feel like this is a happier song. I feel like it is. I like it. I like that. We needed that. Finally. It's like being happy that you get to return to the person you love after like you've been gone from them for a while. That's what I'm getting from this. Aww. Cute. That was really good. Another really good one. Like I said, I feel like that's more of a happier song, more of a love song. Kind of he was talking about how he feels happier when he's around like that specific person, and he's expressing that like when I'm not around you, I don't feel as great, but when I'm around you, it's a completely different scenario, and they're like missing that person. It was really sweet. I love that so much. We needed like a happier sounding song. Or I guess you could also say like it might be also about now that you've lost that person, you're feeling that loss and you're less happy around them. But he's also talking about how when he does get back around their presence, he feels happier. So I'm gonna take it as a love song. We're gonna take it as a happy song because we needed that. I'm gonna have that perspective on it. One thing I'm just now realizing, and I can't believe I didn't realize this earlier, some of the song titles are in all caps and some of them are not. And I wonder why that is. Like, Complete Mess and Carousel and Haze are all in all caps, but the rest so far are not. There has to be a reason for that. I don't know what that reason is yet. I'm gonna figure it out at some point. Actually, if you know, let me know because I want to know. Okay, next song, You Don't Go to Parties. Ooh. Ooh. I love this so far. Ooh. Okay. We had like a soft guitar right there, and now it's like changed up completely. Ooh. This is Callum, is it? That's neither Callum or Luke. That's one of the other guys. I know. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I love the theme of this song. It's kind of sad. You know what? This is why we need to be more social. You don't know if someone who's gonna be at that event or at that party is gonna want to see you there, and like when you're not there, they're gonna feel like, This is why I need to work on also being more social and going out. I love this chorus. I love the melody so much. Guitar! Bring it! I love when they go all out with the instruments on the bridge. So I'm a sucker for that. Alright, we're gonna go back down. Yes! Again, spectacular, amazing.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
Loved it. That might be one of my favorites on this album. I just love the melody of the chorus so much. It's one of those melodies that is just pleasing to the ear. Like, I would want to sing that. I'd want to listen to that constantly, which I probably will. I'll probably be listening to this whole album constantly, if I'm being honest, because it's been amazing. Next track is called Blender, and it's another one that's in all cap. Okay. Production so far, different but good. Ooh. That guitar, it's like durr, durr. It's like reverberating, the reverb. Ooh. That could be synth though. I don't know if that's synth or guitar. I'm getting whiplash with the sounds. Jaw to the floor. Did you hear that? What was that? Another sax in the background that just went like, just like, oh, got loud and swelled, and I love that. Back down. Ooh, boys whispering. Oh, that was good. Lyrically, it sounds like another sad bop, unfortunately. I think it's about him and his partner just like not getting along so well, just going around in circles fighting. He said they're in an emotional blender. They're just spinning around and it's like hectic. You know how a blender is. When you put on a blender, it's just the most hectic, noisy thing ever. It's just like, Arr! And that's like kind of how he's describing their relationship. It's just like chaos. That's what it is. Because blenders are so chaotic. I love the analogy there. Another sad one. Not here for that. Well, I am, but it's like this album is leaving me in so many feelings that I need to get out of. Like, come on. I need to be in a better headspace. Okay, moving on. The next one is called Caramel or Caramel. Do y'all pronounce it caramel or caramel? I feel like usually I say caramel. It's usually caramel. I'm gonna say caramel. Ooh. Oh, come on. I thought this was happy for a second. Ooh. They have experimented with so many different sounds on this album that I've never heard from them. We've had a saxophone. Now we have this. It sounds like it could be like another wind instrument that's distorted as well. So right there, they said a caramel. So I guess it's caramel. But I always say caramel. I guess caramel sounds better. Okay. Love like a landslide. Ain't that an analogy? Ooh, that's a change. Now we're just back to acoustic guitar. Got some finger picking. Ooh, I like the change up there. The outro was completely different from the rest of the song. I mean, there was a lot of electronic stuff going on there, and then the outro is just like, we're just gonna bring in this little picking acoustic guitar. Absolutely another good one. Don't have a bad thing to say about it. I mean, all of these have been great. I feel like I need to be more of a critic, but my god, these are all just blowing me away. Next song is called Best Friends. I mean, with the title with Best Friends, it's gotta be like a happier one, right? We'll see. This one's more peppy. More like happy energy. Okay, right now, I feel like this song is more like true to their beginnings with the pop punk. I'm hearing a little bit of that in that song, and it's really cool that even after they've branched out and done these different genres, you can still kind of hear some of those like pop punk sounds on these albums, and I think that's so cool. It's like they still haven't completely lost where they've come from. You can still hear those sounds on their recent albums as well from time to time, which I think is really cool. I really like this. I really like this. Vocals? What was that? Really? That was incredible. Oh my god. Those vocals. Okay, whose voice is this? I wish I could tell the difference between Michael's and Ashton's voices, but I know it's one of them. I'm gonna be made fun of during this video because I can't tell them apart. I'm smiling because this song is like one of the happiest songs on this album, and we haven't had many of those, but my god. I mean, he's just like reflecting or just like observing that he has some great friends in his life. I love that. What if they're just all talking about each other? Because I know, like, obviously they're in a band together, like they have to be friendly, and from videos I've seen of them, in interviews and stuff, they seem like they're really good friends. So what if they're just talking about each other? Wouldn't that be so cute? They might be. And I'm holding on. It's so cute. Ooh, drums. Yes. I live for that look on your face. Taylor Swift fans, do you get long live vibes from that? Long live the look on your face. I'm seeing parallels. It's just good. The energy is going up. Oh, that outro. Oh my god, the reverb, how, and it faded out like that and it echoed. Oh my god. This, hands down, one of my favorite songs on this album. I mean, I've loved so many of these songs, but this one is going to stand out to me. Oh my god, that was beautiful. It was happy, finally a happy song. It gives me the same, like, similar vibes as Wildflower in terms of sound and like that very happy lyrical content that I've been waiting for. I mean, it's great to have a song that just like where you're just talking about how great your friends are. Like, friends, we need friends. This song encapsulates like the feeling of having a good friend and being like, I got the best friends in this place, and just being grateful for that. If they wrote this song just talking about each other, then that is so cute. I wouldn't doubt it. That is awesome. Okay, next song is called Bleach. What? I had to pause because that intro, I mean, these guys and their intros, they have the best intros. Great outros too, but my gosh, they know how to start a song. Oh God. I've had those feelings before. I just want to be on someone's mind. The only thing. Mm. Do you hear that? Like, I love that sound. Has there been one track on this song where my jaw hasn't dropped? I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't understand how every single song has been so incredible. Like, right now my thoughts are just like, I can't believe I've gone all these years without listening to 5 Seconds of Summer. I mean, these songs are just so good. What is wrong with me? They have a lot of distorted vocals on this album, but I really, really like that. I know some people who are like, I don't really like that. I like distorted vocals when they're done right, and they've really utilized that so well on this album. Oh, and that's it? Oh, I mean, incredible once again. Lyrical content, pretty sad, but I mean, still such an incredible song. It's a song about just wanting to redo everything, like just start over and just like go back and not make the same mistakes, which like isn't that what we all want to do? Yes, another very self-reflecting song that I absolutely loved. It's sonically amazing. Loved it. I'm gonna say that after every track. I loved it. Okay, next one is called Red Line. Oh, stop doing this to me, you guys. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop with these very heart-wrenching lyrics. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna leave this video feeling like, oh, so down because of these songs. Ooh. Did you hear like there was some like car sounds going on in the back there? That was very interesting. That has to be the most different sounding outro I've ever heard from them. And I'm always here for like experimentation like that, and it worked. I feel like during this song I had a harder time like figuring out what the lyrics were. I think it was just kind of the way the vocals were edited. It's like I can't really understand what they're saying. This is one I need to like read the lyrics to. So that's why I think my reaction to this one, there's not a whole lot because I'm like the whole time I'm kind of like, what are they saying? But it did sound great. Did love the sound of it, and I love that outro again. So different from anything I've heard them do before, and I love it. Okay, next song is called Mood Swings, and that doesn't sound like a very happy title, so I'll get ready for another sad bop, I guess.
You don't wanna fight on a Friday night, living my life looking from the outside. I hope you don't mind that I ruined our time.
Aww. Again, got the acoustic guitar. Ooh. Go sing. Sing. Oh. Look, we all can't be perfect. We all get in these moods. Like, sometimes we just need to like isolate ourselves for a little bit until we like get over it, and then we can be with that person again. I mean, especially us girls, we get in those moods, you know? Our hormones are crazy. So like I think especially females, we can relate to this song. It's also something sometimes that we can't help. I know because I've been there. Oh, I hate that. I think I need you more than you need me. That is not a great feeling. Ugh, I've been there. It is not a great feeling. That makes me sad. The vocals are vocaling on this track. They sound amazing. Ooh, this bridge. Yes, love, 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 love. Sad song again. I mean, I had a feeling it was going to be. I mean, it's just all about, you know, being in a bad mood and that resulting in someone not wanting to be around you. And that is very sad. Like I said, we can't help it sometimes. We'll get in those moods. Like, my best advice is just like walk away. Walk away from the person. Be alone for like not too long, but just for enough where you can like recharge and like clear your mind, and then you can be around people again. Because yeah, when you get in those moods, it's hard. Next one is called Flatline. Oh. Each of these songs just go through the same themes of like realizing your mistakes and realizing that you're now alone because of them. Ooh. We got a song about falling in love. Again, we needed that. It's like you'll get a like love song or a happy song every like 5, 6, 7 tracks, and then it'll just be straight sad songs. That's how this album has been. Oh, cute. Yes, I'm glad we got a love song. So glad, because we needed that. Those are very few on this album. So yeah, that was very, very good. It looks like he sounds like he's glad to like be in love for once. Loved it. That's all I can say. Good one. Okay, next one is Emotions. Again, sounds like their earlier days a lot, which I love.
Think about it, I don't wanna think about it, maybe that's why I'm always high. Telling me 6, 7.
I'm really blown away because it really sounds like their pop punk genre a lot. I mean, based on the beginning. We'll see how the rest goes, but man, I can hear it. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it again. Oh. Oh. Hey, it's always good to cry. If you need to cry, cry. Don't keep it in, just let it out. So, I don't want to hear that. Cry if you need to. It's really important not to hold those emotions in. Oh, I love how this track has so much more of an acoustic feel that I feel like is so similar to how a lot of the tracks on their first, I want to say more so their debut album have been. Like, I'm thinking like, again, Amnesia, that just has that more really subtle sounding acoustic feel to it, and I love how we're hearing that on this track. It's so cool to hear something so similar from their first ever genre, which was like this kind of pop punk, although this song isn't as pop punk. I'd say it's more like emo, you know, those sad emo ballads. That's what this one feels like. Don't we all feel that every once in a while? Oh, I really loved how, I think it was throughout that whole track, one of the other guys was singing. Like, it wasn't Luke, it was definitely one of the other guys.
This was entirely sung by Michael, which is so cool, and I gotta say he has the perfect voice for a emo ballad. So perfect, it is mind-blowing. Oh my god.
Again, I can't tell who though, but I knew it was one of the other guys. Like, that voice is different. And I actually, throughout this whole album, I've loved how much they've switched who is taking the lead on vocals. That's something that they haven't done in a while. I think they did that on their first two albums a lot. I can't remember. I've honestly only listened to the first two albums like in full one time, huh? Yeah, just one time, and then I've just been listening back to my favorites, but it's been a while now since I've listened to them all the way through. But I do remember they had switched up the lead vocals a lot on the first two albums. Content-wise, lyrically, that was really, really sad once again, but again, just very relatable. I mean, sometimes I just have to sit with my emotions as well. Alright, next one is called Bloodhound. Ooh.
I love the heat, I love the noise. I love my name inside your voice. Do you still feel it all? Do you still
Drums.
feel it all?
Yes.
Feel it all?
Ooh. The way that chorus just dropped. I love when a chorus just drops like that. Yes.
Sunk his teeth into the bone. He took your nail and he won't go home like
What's that? It sounded like he was speaking through a telephone. Ooh, I love that effect. The bridge is giving. Oh my god. Yes. Ooh, that was amazing. Keeping with the friends I found. Okay, I really love how this song is put more towards the end of the track list because I feel like this song was really about finding that peace again and getting ready to just like have friends again, be social. So many of these tracks have been about the narrator wanting to isolate themselves, but I do feel like this track is just them wanting to just try and be out there and just like have friends, and I love that. We can hear the growth through these lyrics. Like I've been saying before, a story has been told through this album and I am here for it. All right, we're gonna go on with the last song called Tears in all caps and an exclamation point. And I feel like that title really represents how this whole album has been, just tears, because I have teared up through multiple of these songs. So, very accurate title right there. Ooh. I don't have a reason to get high tonight. I just want to feel alive. That's, oh, again, some growth right there. Oh. Perfect. Thematically perfect way to end this album. I mean, we can hear the optimism coming through with these lyrics. Ooh. Hear that? It's like a. I'm feeling it. Oh, yes, I am, boy. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the optimism, which is good. I love this part. It's like so energetic, and the drums. That was a great way to end this album. I was hoping the last track would be a happy one just because there's been so many sad songs on this album, and it was. It was a song all about, like I've said like, 3 times throughout this reaction to the song, optimism. Like, looking ahead and being like, it's going to get better. I'm going to do better. That's what we love to hear. Oh my god. This album has been an experience and it has been incredible. Again, another great one from them. Is it better than my favorite album from them, which is Calm? It's hard to say just because I love Calm so much. I want to say it's hasn't beat it. I'm going to say I still love Calm better, but this might come in a close second. This album was that good. Sonically, it is different from anything they've ever done. They've always done, pop punk, of course, and then feel like with Youngblood, it was more like strictly pop to me. And then, well, not entirely. It was more pop rock. And same with Calm, it was more pop rock as well. This felt more like an electronic album. Lots of synths, lots of, that very like electronic vibe for sure, which they executed very, very well. I feel like this sound really fits well with their voices, and I am absolutely enthralled, in love with the lyrics of these songs. I feel like this album portrayed a story so, so well. This album was all about wanting to isolate yourself because you feel like you've just pushed everyone away. Like, who wants to be around you anymore? The narrator has been like, I have developed so much of an ego that I feel like I just need to isolate and just be alone because I've pushed everyone away. And they start to realize, like, hey, my attitude has pushed everyone away. And I'm realizing that now. And I'm realizing that my actions have consequences. And this is the consequence. Now I am alone. And I don't have the people who I love around me anymore. And that is so, so sad. And I feel like, with a lot of famous people, they get into these situations where their egos just get so big that they feel like they don't need their, initial friends before they got famous, or their loved ones, or their family anymore. Like, they have fame, they have all these people who love them, like the whole world loves them. Like, why would I need like my best friends anymore? But after all the fame and the sparkle and the glamour of being famous dies down, you'll start to miss those friends. I can only imagine that's how it is, and that's how the narrator has felt. They miss their friends. They feel so bad for pushing people away. They realize that they have developed this huge ego and they need to fix their attitude. And by the end of this album, with Bloodhound and Tears, they start to be like, hey, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to work on myself and I am going to get those people back in my life again. And, I think that's what happened. I feel like this album was just so self reflective and I really appreciate that. Like I was gonna touch on, they have been in some kind of controversy. I heard about it through, I think it was YouTube. I think I watched a YouTube video, and it talked about how it was during the era of their second album. They had an interview with Rolling Stone magazine that did not go over well. It got really bad publicity. Basically, in the interview, they had talked about how, they were so pumped up because they were getting hookups with all these like girls now that they were famous. Like, girls just wanted to like be with them and like hook up with them, and they were like bragging about, hey, we've slept with all these girls. Which, like, my opinion is that I feel like that's not like a huge deal, especially because they were adults at this time. I think they were like 19 to like early 20s. So it's like they're adults, they can do whatever they want. I feel like we shouldn't shame others for like wanting to like take that path and like be okay with like sleeping around. If that's what they want to do and if like both parties are consensual, like, you do you. I have no problem with that. And from what I gathered, I think a lot of people did have a problem with that, but I personally like I don't see the problem with that. But I think what also bothered a lot of people is that their egos were so big. Like, they bragged about it and they're like, yeah, we're these like rock stars now, we get all these girls. And I think that's what people didn't like. And it's like so interesting now that I've heard like No Shame, where they also like talk about how they recognize that they have a big ego. And throughout this whole album, they've talked about how they recognize that their attitude throughout these past few years of thinking so highly of themselves and like putting themselves on these high horses, they realize that that is something that has like pushed people away, and they now see how that was not a good thing, and they are recognizing that and they are growing from that, as we can hear in these songs. And I just love that. I mean, like I said, they were what, 18 to like maybe 25, like somewhere in that age range at that time. They were quite young, and sometimes when we're young, we do stupid shit. I know for sure. Like, we do things that, oh, we regret. And they really regret their actions, and they realize their mistakes now, and they realize how much they hurt people because of that. So I love the growth lyrically. Thematically, I think this is their best album in terms of lyrics. I love how it told a clear story from beginning to end. Absolutely incredible. These guys just get better and better. I swear. I cannot wait to hear what their next album is going to bring. Whenever that comes out, I will be down for it. Let's talk about my favorite songs. The ones that captivated me right away. I think that's going to be easy for you to say. Bad Omens, incredible. Let's see. Carousel was really good as well. Haze, You Don't Go to Parties, Blender, Best Friends was so cute. Let's see. We got 7. Emotions. I think so far, yeah, I'm gonna say those ones. 8 songs that really blew me away, but every single song actually blew me away. Those are the ones that just stood out to me the most. I'm gonna have to listen to this album more to like really get more of a feel for all of these songs. I have to say my only critique about this album is that it is really, really long. There are 19 tracks, and I did feel like towards, I want to say, around track 12, I was starting to like lose momentum. And I think you could kind of tell that based on this reaction. I feel like I'm not going to have as much of a reaction to the last few songs just because I was like, ooh, my energy is starting to drain, you know, especially when you're filming a video. It's like, ooh, I can't really talk anymore. I'm like, my energy is going away. But yeah, I feel like some of these songs could have been condensed, but at the same time, I did like every single track. So it's hard to tell which songs I would like leave out. But I mean, it was a really, really long album. I think it would have been nice to like have a part 2 to this album and like put some like half of the album on another album because it was so long, but that's just me.
Correction, the standard album only goes up to Red Line, so there's actually 14 tracks on this album. I checked Google to make sure that there was no deluxe album and that I wasn't listening to the deluxe album here, and the official Google track listing of this album made it seem that this was the full album, but apparently I didn't research hard enough because yeah, there's only 14 tracks on the standard album, so I take back what I said. And since that criticism is voided, that makes this a pretty much perfect album.
Other than that, this was an incredible album. I would give it 9 out of 10. Almost perfect. Like almost perfect. I loved it. I am thinking about reacting to Luke Henning's solo album, which is called The Things We Turn Away From, something like that. I can't quite remember. I think it's like turning away from the things we do. It's something like that. I forget the title, but I know it's something like that. I've been thinking of reacting to that album, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to like resist listening to it right away because I really want to hear it. I have heard it's incredibly sad though. Like really sad. I mean, this album was sad, so it might be having the same vibes as this album, but heard it's really sad. Like I'm probably gonna have tissues by me when I choose to listen to it. So I might react to that one. I'm not sure. I'll see if I can try to put it off for a while until I react to it. We'll see. But either way, I can't wait to hear it because I love his voice so much. Okay, that about does it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. And please give a like if you liked it. I would appreciate it. And comment down below. Let me know what is your favorite song from this album because I would be interested to know. And I'll be back with a new video really soon. Bye!